Hello, everyone, and welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Monday, June 18th, 2018. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I forgot about my shtick.
Damn you. Please remember, everybody, you can help support the show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet, picking up some merchandise in the link below, or submitting questions for our Ask Us Anything, taking place on episode 500 that is coming up quite soon. So please drop your questions, anything at all, whether it's Nathan's favorite color, my third favorite reptile, or what we believe is the actual truth about the moon landing. Please do so by sending...
My third favorite reptile is actually Reptile from Mortal Kombat.
Perfect. Beautiful. Save the answers for later, damn it. Jesus.
I'll give you a hint. He's also my first and second.
God damn it. In any case, submit those to us anywhere that you can. You can drop them on all of our social media as well as where you find the videos, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, all of which are at iReaditCast. We do have a subreddit, which is reddit.com/r/iReaditCast, and you can send it to us in an email, which is iReadit@mjolnir.media. So, Mr. No Name, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. Today was a fairly easy day for Bing, kind of packed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know you worked for Bing.
What?
I didn't know you worked for Bing.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I thought you worked at the courthouse. Or is Bing the courthouse?
Yeah, it is. We are. You are being judged by a search engine. So.
Damn.
I mean, it's more truthful than you know.
You're more truthful than I know.
You're absolutely wrong.
Oh, damn. Well, shit. I spent most of my day doing data entry.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Super exciting stuff, right?
Why are you entering data?
Because...
You seemed like a fairly nice guy on Star Trek.
I mean, I guess...
At least,
sometimes.
if he had his consent, sure.
Yeah. Do androids get consent?
No, but they do dream of electric sheep.
Did he confirm that for us?
Blade Runner actually confirmed that for us.
Got it, okay. I was like, I have no idea what that's a reference to, but apparently it's Blade Runner, so sure.
It is, because it is based off of a story called Do Robots Dream of Electric Sheep.
That's what Blade Runner is based off of?
Yeah.
Alright, I believe you.
By Philip K. Dick, I think?
Sure. Couldn't tell you.
Oh, God, I can't remember.
How was your weekend?
My weekend's pretty all right. I played a lot of Monster Hunter. I got this thing working, so I picked up a game or two. If you guys don't know, and if you don't have it, today is the last day to get Quake Champions for free on Steam.
Well, I can just go get that right now before I forget.
I also bought a game called We Are Dwarves, and it's about dwarves who go in a spaceship to fight Cthulhu monsters, and they have the worst, English, Norse accents. It's fucking great, but it's a really weird game because I thought it was going to be like a top-down dungeon hack, kind of like a Diablo-style game.
Just a quick note, Nathan. According to Steam, Quake Champions, the free offer is for one more week, June 25th.
Oh, neat. Well,
they probably extended it because I do remember them saying it was only going to be for 1 week. So
yeah, I do remember them saying it was going to be today, but it's free as long as you get it, and then it'll stop being free, but as long as you get it, you'll be fine.
Yeah, if you keep it installed, then you get to keep the game.
Yeah. And then I picked up that dwarf game. I was going to pick up what's it called? The goddamn South Park Fractured Butthole, but I ran out of time on the deal that was going on, and I'm not paying full price for that game.
That's fair. I picked up, even though I already played it, I did not play it legitimately, so I went ahead and picked up Tales of Berseria while it was super on sale this weekend, because I do want to support that company, and I do feel as though it's a good game and it was worth paying for, but I wasn't going to pay $50 or $60 for it, because...
That We Are Dwarves was on sale 80% off, and it was $250.
Right on. The Steam summer sale is coming up in a couple weeks or so, isn't it? Yeah,
I mean, and they're already pre-selling shit tons of games anyways at all times because it's Steam.
Yep, because Steam also just released its little announcement that said that they'd no longer be restricting anything on their platform.
Yeah, so you got a massive influx of porno games and whatnot.
It also means that they will be consistently doing those sales because they will have more games than they know what to do with.
Yeah, I've seen games that release like that day immediately go on sale.
That's not uncommon.
Darkest Dungeon is 70% off, guys. So if you want Darkest Dungeon, go and get it because that game is nothing but amazing.
It's true. In fact, I intend to buy it again on the Switch because
why not? That game's fun. I need to get its
Expansion?
DLC.
Yeah.
Its expansions.
Yeah. Anywho, what is
Dead
this?
by Daylight's 50% off. That's cool.
What is
This
game?
is now the Steam sales podcast. We're going to go through and talk about all the Steam sales as well as their relevance to your pocketbook.
So legit, okay? One, I'd be totally down to do a podcast like that. There was one point in time that me and Jennifer were considering, like, we're sitting here laughing at ourselves because of how entertaining what we were doing. And what we were doing was just sitting there.
Oh, shit.
What?
That mouse game where he sign languages everything released.
Oh, cool. We had considered making a show because of there's so many ridiculous games on Steam. Just sitting there and going through an unbiased discovery queue and just looking at the random ass hilarious shit that it feeds you. We probably did that for like 2 hours.
I have a plan for a thing that I'm going to do because it's like really ridiculously easy. I'm a lazy asshole.
Okay.
And it was the dollar bin, and I'm going to go through and find Steam games that are only $1, not on sale $1, like legitimately just always $1 or less. And I'm going to play those games and review them.
Nice. Nino Kuni 2 is also 40% off right now. That's a decent deal. I still wouldn't pay $35 though.
There's a new Battlegrounds game that's $5 called Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, and it's supposed to be like really, really awkward because the way you hold your gun and shit.
And we're so far away from what our show actually is. So shall we get away from Steam sales and talk about news?
I thought that's what this was about now.
No, Mr. No Name.
Oh.
So Chris Eiffel joins us, which is one of our listeners from Canada, and he says, "Hey, I'm finally able to listen live for a bit."
Canada.
Which is hilarious, because when I made the notes this morning, there was fucking shit ass for news. And I realized that I had forgotten to add a couple listener submissions that were given to us a little over a week ago from the subreddit. And so I just put those as number 5 and 4, one of which is from Chris.
Thank you, Kobe. Steam sale is news. Oh yeah, he's OTK.
You're close. You're about to read his name anyway, because
Okay.
we're gonna just actually do the show now.
5.
Transport Canada investigating feces falling from sky.
This was submitted by OTT2K6 to our iReadit cast.
So they don't know why, but people have
Airplanes.
Yeah, I mean, there's been planes, but Transport Canada is trying to find out why airplanes are apparently just like, yep, just fucking drop the poo.
Is it like, you got to figure out if it's on purpose or if it's on accident, because like, you really don't want poop falling from that distance on you.
Yeah, there was one poor lady she was sitting in her car with the sunroof open, and her whole car just.
Now, is it high enough altitude that it freezes, like in that movie?
No.
Joe Dirt.
Nope. In fact, it's like splatter poo.
That's even worse.
Splatter poo. Like, there's pictures and video here.
Oh man, it's like.
Can you imagine how bad your day becomes?
It's like what happens after a night of binge drinking and Taco Bell.
Can you imagine just how bad your night becomes? Your day becomes, your week becomes, when you're just like sitting in traffic, driving to work, and then suddenly you're just bombed with human feces.
Yo, I would be really fucking upset, but it would be so literal for how life shits on me.
Yeah. Kobe says 007 Skyfall.
I don't know if I would be able to get too terribly mad because of the comedic irony.
I'd be like, wait a minute. Who's filming? Someone better be fucking filming.
So yeah, that happened.
I'm Nathan, and welcome to Jackass.
This is airplane drop trow. I don't know. Take 2.
I could totally see that happening, except if the plane was flying low and they just tried to hit them with as much of the shit as possible to where it like hit them with enough force to knock them over.
You got it wrong. It's one of those airplanes that drops water on forest fires, but instead of water, it's filled with diarrhea.
Oh. And of course, like I said, it flies real low, so it drops most of it right on top of them.
Right. Its entire payload.
Gross. Quick.
The worst part is I had to call that a payload.
Quick, call up Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, God. I don't have his number, and I don't know if I would want to.
Yeah, right. Human blood cells have been transformed into functional neurons.
This was submitted by Atina Latina to our iReadit
Ah,
cast.
shit. Damn it, I suck. Try that again, buddy. Ha ha!
Athena Latina to our iReadit cast.
Thanks, fam. In any case, so what it is we were already able to do this, but it took a very long, very expensive, very difficult process. What they found instead...
It's called human transmutation, and you often need a philosopher's stone in order to do it, and, you know, a little brother and a suit of armor that you don't really need. And I guess you kind of have to offer up your arm and leg, but...
Yeah, maybe let's not.
I'm down.
You're down?
I've got a little brother. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Jam, Nathan. So what it is that they're able to take human blood cells, add 4 different proteins to them, which will transform them into neurons. Now, what does this mean? Why is this important? Why does this matter? Why it matters is because while it won't mean a whole lot in terms of being able to do something for someone's brain, it allows us to better look at someone's brain without like having to go into their brain. Because if you take someone's red blood cells, turn it into one of their neurons, you can see what their actual neurons are doing. And this is really important with conditions like schizophrenia and autism, so you can see what it is that why their brain is different than yours.
So you could do a blood test now for that stuff.
I mean, we're not quite to the point where it's like something you can just go in for, but yes.
That's interesting, though, because that means eventually down the line you'll be able to just blood test for schizophrenia.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And it'll allow them to better understand those conditions and how to treat them because, like, I mean, schizophrenia is a pretty dangerous thing at times, so. Yeah, it does take about 3 weeks, but
that's still not so bad.
With like, what is it, like 10 milliliters or something? Not very much blood. They can make like 50,000 neurons, which will be enough to give them a lot of conclusive data.
That's really fucking cool.
So
all they need to do is shorten the time and lower the cost.
I mean, even for the most part with like schizophrenia and autism, like those aren't conditions to where if someone had to wait 3 weeks that it's a major concern. I mean, unless, you know, they're an extreme case of like schizophrenia, but even then, you know, you should be able to work things out in such a way that a 3-week wait time in order to process blood is not that big of a deal.
Yeah, no, 3 weeks is fairly short in the grand scheme of like most things, except for, I guess there are some diseases that really sneak up on you real fast.
Sure, but I mean, you wouldn't nearly be as concerned about a time frame like 3 weeks when it involves mental conditions such as schizophrenia or autism.
Sure, yeah.
Catherine Johnson says, hello! Hello!
Hello.
Hi.
3.
Texas GOP endorses marijuana decriminalization.
This was submitted by Indie Lib to our Libertarian.
This is surprising.
That's just bizarre.
Yeah, I was like, Texas Democrats wouldn't have been surprised. Texas Republicans being like, no, we fucking decriminalize that shit right now.
Yeah, that's real fucking bizarre.
Hey,
I don't
Nathan,
know how to handle that.
Do you want to take just give me a guess at how many Texans each year are arrested for marijuana-related crimes?
100,000 plus.
I mean, you're not as far off as I thought you might be. It's somewhere between 60 to 70,000 a year, just in Texas.
Okay, that's kind of fucked up, but yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's a fucking lot.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. But watch these fucking prison lobbyists try to fucking shut this goddamn bill down.
Well, the GOP in Texas has said that they support a change in the law to make it civil and not a criminal offense for legal adults to possess 1 ounce or less of marijuana for personal use. It'd be punishable by a fine of up to $100 and no jail time.
I'm gonna agree with Kobe. Kobe in the chat says, I feel like a state like Texas is the tipping point. If decrim can get Texas, they can get anywhere.
Well, and that's one of the things that we've talked about with the entire cannabis movement is it's a domino effect. Like, slowly, year by year, more and more traction is gained, and it just keeps on getting to more places. The only place that it's not making any traction is in the actual federal government, but that's also because our Attorney General is Jeff Sessions.
Jeff Sessions.
Yes, like our Attorney General is Jeff Sessions, so...
For a little bit there, people on our trees were calling their smoke sessions the good old Jeff Sessions.
I'm sure he hated that.
I hope so.
But it was on Reddit, so I doubt he even knows that website exists.
No, I believe he knows it exists. Whether or not he likes it is entirely different. I'm sure he absolutely adores R. the Donald.
Yeah, who knows?
2,
Senator Lucy Gichuhi, yes, Senator Lucy Gichuhi says $200,000.
Lucy Gichuhi.
Senator Lucy Gichuhi says $200,000 salary is not a lot of money.
This is submitted by Super Eggs X to Our World News.
So, if you do not recognize the name, that's because you might be not from Australia. She is a senator in Australia, in which her salary is $200,000 in Australian dollars. That translates to about $150,000 American dollars. If you need that translated to another currency, I'm sorry, I didn't have that prepared for you. Good luck. In any case, she recently was on TV in an interview, and they were talking. She's had a little bit of controversy around travel expenses, and they were talking about, well, why don't you pay for your own travel when it comes to things like family and stuff like that? And she says that she only makes $200,000 a year, and while it's reasonable pay, it's not that much money. This is clearly, to me, somebody who has never been even somewhat close to relative lower class.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you've never been lower class, you've never been lower middle class, you've never
like
even
quadruple what I make.
Yeah, like, you've never even been close to the lower half of middle class if you don't think $200,000 is that much money.
It's ridiculous. I don't know how to respond to this because, I mean, she may not be wrong, but that just shows you a different problem that we have.
Well, I mean, it doesn't surprise me too much with the sheer amount of disconnect that a lot of the politicians have. It's no different than, like, when we talked about previously that, they said that if you didn't buy a coffee, it's like the argument of, if you didn't buy a coffee every day, you'd be able to buy a house. And it's like, well, if I buy one coffee a day and it's $5, and if there is,
365 days a year.
Hang on, what the fuck just happened to my computer? Oh my god.
I don't know.
I don't either. Oh god. Something anyway.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I got this fucking thing full screen. There we go. Ha, it's fixed. It's fixed now. Yay. Anyway, so $5 times 365 days is $1,825 a year. So, yeah, if I didn't spend $5 a day on coffee and save that $5 for 30 years, I would have the down payment on a house.
Yeah, those people are fucking bonkers, and they need to shut the fuck up because they don't understand how money actually works.
It's all that avocado toast, dude.
Yeah, it's all that avocado toast. I don't even eat avocado toast. I would really like to. Avocado's fucking delicious.
It's them damn iPhones.
I'm too poor to even afford avocados.
Well, and like even the iPhones, like at maximum is $1,000 a year. That's still not.
That's nothing.
That's not money.
Well, that's money to a lot of people.
Yeah, sure.
And that's sad.
Yeah. But that's not, the difference between someone who's poor and not.
Right.
Like, and also at this point, like, most phones cost $500 to, like, $900.
Yeah, and everyone needs a phone in order to live.
I mean, you could technically not, but whatever. That's not really a discussion.
Yeah, it's such a giant disadvantage.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's like the argument of, like, you can live without internet, and it's like, have you... What year are you in?
Yeah, not anymore, guys. You need the internet in order to get a lot of things.
Yeah, it's really important at this point.
1.
Cannabidiol, or CBD, is a marijuana compound linked to a range of potential health benefits but does not get you high. The roughly $1 billion CBD industry is set to shift into high gear as the federal government approves the first CBD-based drug, an epilepsy medicine called Epidiolex.
This is submitted by Mavia to our Futurology.
So we were talking about those dominoes. So
yeah, this isn't quite marijuana decriminalization. This is more nitpicking than anything.
However, it would make a massive difference because
it's on a federal level.
It is on a federal level. If the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, approves the sale of Epidiolex, which has a CBD extract in it, that means that marijuana as a whole can no longer be a Schedule 1 substance because it does have a proven medical benefit. So it has to be moved within 90 days to a Schedule 2 or a Schedule 3 substance.
Wait, so that means cocaine has a medical benefit?
I guess so.
Because cocaine's a Schedule 2.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the schedules exactly are.
I'd believe it, but it's baffling that weed's a Schedule 1 when weed is like nowhere near as bad as cocaine and other fucking drugs that are up there on Schedule 2 and lower.
So, I mean, it's in the final stages. It literally just comes down to one final review, and then the FDA says yay or nay.
Well, let's hope that the fucking anti-marijuana lobbyists aren't in their pockets.
The only concern I have about this is that this is an actual pharmaceutical that is being pushed through, which means that it's probably expensive.
Yeah, no, it most likely is.
Which is
like,
crap.
Real fucking expensive.
Which is
going to be real shitty, yeah.
But Epidiolex is...
You know how else you can get CBD?
What's that?
Just smoking weed.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. But if you don't want to get high, Nathan.
Smoke weed anyway.
Your plan is infallible.
Smoke weed anyways.
So Epidiolex, it does treat the symptoms of two rare forms of childhood epilepsy, which are also characterized by violent seizures, which are known as drop seizures.
Didn't they have something about this? A little kid in the fucking newspapers recently who got his shit taken away by the state, and then they had to give it back because he was having horrific seizures.
Yes.
So this must be because of that.
I mean, I don't know if it's because of it, but there's definitely a correlation.
Domino effects, Michael.
Dominoes!
We're just talking about them.
Yep, I know.
It's clear cut.
Cut and dry. Open and closed.
Yeah.
Anyway. Hey, Nathan.
I mean, I guess you do...
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I guess you might not want it dry. I guess you might want it dank.
Damn, bro. What'd you care about in the last 72 hours?
So there's this kid.
Yeah?
Came into the courthouse today.
Okay.
With his parents, or his mom, really. Kid was like 8 or 9 or so. And he looks over the counter at me, and immediately he goes, "You look like a werewolf."
Nice.
So I turned to him and I go, "It's because I am a werewolf." And we talked about how cool werewolves were. And then he left, and then his mom came back later, and he came back, and he was like, "Hey, you're the werewolf guy, but you were sitting over there." And I was like, "Yeah, but now I'm sitting over here." And it was really cool, because I've always wanted to be a werewolf, you know?
Yeah?
Werewolves are definitely cooler than vampires.
How old was this kid?
He was like 8 or 9.
That's rocking.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, definitely werewolves are definitely cooler than vampires. Vampires suck ass.
You think so?
Yeah.
Are you saying that they suck ass literally or figuratively?
Both.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they don't eat ass. That would be ghouls.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know you can get all the ghouls if you eat ass.
Damn, Nathan. That's...
It's a pun.
So bad. Oh, God. Anything else for you, sir?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. I had a fantastic weekend. We went to the Pride Parade Saturday morning. That was awesome. There were so many people there. It was really great to see the amount of people that came out to support that event. Me and Jennifer celebrated Father's Day on Saturday instead of Sunday, which we went out to eat, and then we went to see Deadpool 2. That movie is incredible, amazing, and I think it definitely might be better than the first one, which is a very rare occurrence.
I feel like that is only true if you're already kind of a fan of Deadpool.
Sure.
The first one tells a better story.
The second one, you also has a significantly larger number of references to things that are happening right now. So you really have to be kind of aware.
It's going to be dated in a bit.
Yeah. So, but either way, it was quite enjoyable. Sunday was D&D, and that was a great time. And, yeah, other than that, I got nothing. Nothing at all.
Neat.
Nothing.
Well, then let's get out of here, because I have to go to a laundromat and actually do all this laundry that I have.
Gross. Good luck with that.
My dryer is now not even working.
Ew. Please remember, everybody, that you can help support the show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet or picking up some merchandise in the link below. Also, send your questions to us for our Ask Us Anything, which will be taking place on episode 500. Please send us any and all of your questions. You can do so on any of our social media or where our videos are available, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, all of which are at iReaditCast, via our subreddit, which is reddit.com/r/iReaditCast, or via email, which is iReadit@mjolnir.media. You can also send it to me and Nathan directly. I'm on social media at Schwahn Michael, and Nathan is at Bimmenstein. And otherwise, if you have looking for other ways to help the show, tell a friend, get someone else to listen to the show. Word of mouth is excellent and fantastic, and we appreciate you for it. And leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play, which are the locations where you can get the audio-only versions of the show. And that's it, everybody. That's your 484th dose of the Internet. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm woefully unprepared.
And please remember, everybody.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Goodbye.
Bye.